I'm literally creating 50 print-on-demand product listings at the same time, using AI to generate my tags and editing my descriptions in bulk, then posting these 50 listings straight to my Etsy shop with the click of a button. Alright guys, welcome to Bad Squishy. Today I'm going to bring you along as I post 50 listings to my Etsy store with the click of a button. Really quick, if you came here to learn something specific, I've linked the time codes down in the description so you can go ahead and jump to whichever part of the video you're most interested in. Before I get into this, I want to show you the different pricing. The free version, it's a good version to basically test things out. You're not getting a lot of credits for the AI text to image, only able to publish 24 listings at once to your Etsy store at a time. So it's a great getting started membership, but I think most people are going to want the Pro plan. I actually got the Pro Plus plan. I'm making it my goal to maximize as much as possible, just out of curiosity, see if I can actually maximize this plan. This is the price if you were to pay annually, $22.99 a month, but you're actually billed annually, so you're billed the full amount for the whole year. And then on the monthly plan, $29.99 a month for the Pro plan, and then $99.99 a month for the Pro Plus plan. And like I say, if you're just getting started and you want to try things out, the free version is actually still pretty amazing. If you're interested in getting a Mydesigns membership, I recommend using my affiliate link in the description. It will save you 25% off whether you use the monthly plan or the annual plan. It's a win-win for both of us. Okay, moving on. I'm going to log in here. All right, so when you first log in, you're going to be landed on the dashboard tab here. And I have this blocked out here because I have private information. Today we'll be working in the listings area. This is where you'll be editing your listings in bulk and then be able to post them to your shops on Etsy and Shopify, etc. It will all happen inside of here. I'll just quickly walk you through all these different tabs. Dream AI is actually very cool. So this is where you can put in a prompt and then click Dream. This is based off of Stable Diffusion. Something else that's very cool is see how the style is fantasy art. You can choose all these different styles, click on cinematic and see what that comes up with. And then you can choose how many images that it's going to generate, and then the aspect ratio. I recommend keeping this 1-to-1 because it's going to use less credits. Anything that you've put into this Dream AI in the past will actually be saved here, and you can go back and click on it. It will show back up here, and also you can see what prompt was used. This is a pretty amazing feature that is part of Mydesigns, and you have access to it on all the different memberships. But up here you can see that this shows how many credits that I have up here. Every time you dream, then you're using up credits, just like on any AI engine. Assets, this is where you'll keep your custom mockups. So I actually created all these mockups myself using Photoshop, a smart file. So any of my designs will actually show up in these areas. In this blank area here, the gray one will be replaced with whatever design I want to put on the t-shirt. Colored profiles we'll probably go into on another video. Settings. So the settings area is where we're going to add our payment methods. The card that you'll be using for paying for the cost of the print-on-demand t-shirts and the shipping. You know, of course, you'll be charging profit. That item will get shipped out to your customer. And then as soon as Etsy processes the payments and things on that end, that money will get moved into whatever account you set up with Etsy to cover these costs plus your profit on top of that. You have to put in a return address. If somebody doesn't get their package for some reason, then it will actually return to this address, whatever address you put in there. Access tokens we'll probably go into later. With the integrations, if you want to integrate an Etsy shop, you would click on Etsy and it will take you through the steps for linking your Etsy store through Mydesigns, and then everything works super smooth. The community page is pretty awesome. You have all these different discussions on the side here, announcements. This is where the Mydesigns team will announce new features and things that have been coming out. General discussions, people come on here to ask questions and post your ideas for the Mydesigns team to potentially come and read and maybe implement. And then bugs, this is how you can come and notify if there's bugs happening. There's all these other things. I don't really need to go down through them all. Video training, I definitely recommend spending some time here. I've actually learned pretty much everything that I know on Mydesigns through here, and also communicating with the Mydesigns team. So this billing tab actually has to do with your Mydesigns membership. All right, let's get into this. I'm about to create 50 different listings and upload them into my Etsy store, and I'm going to bring you along as I do that. So the first thing we want to do, we want to be on this listings tab over here. Then we're going to come up here and click home. This is where all our folders belong. All of our listings and everything are stored up in this area. So click on home and it's going to show all the different files. These are some things from my other Etsy shops. I'm going to click add folder. In this one, I'm going to name surfboard stickers. So I'm just going to call this folder surfboard stickers, and then I'm going to add a folder inside of it that's going to be batch 1. Just go ahead and have a default template on there. Okay, so I'm going to go inside of this folder, and then I'm going to add a folder in here that I'm going to call batch 1. I like to keep the different batches separated because I usually make some changes and modifications to the next batch. I do things a little bit differently each time just so that I can test things out and see what works the very best. So this is going to be batch 1. You can see what you're inside of by looking up here. So I'm inside the surfboard stickers folder. If I click on here, I'm in my home folder, surfboard stickers, batch 1. And then now that I'm on batch 1, I'll come down here and click open folder. Now I'm inside of the batch 1 folder, and there's nothing inside here right now because I haven't uploaded anything. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the upload section, and then I'm going to click on upload, and I can drag and drop files into here, or I can click inside of this area and go to find the files in my documents where I have them saved. And this is 50 different designs that I created, various different beaches, and I have it on the shape of a surfboard. So these are going to be stickers, and this is what I'm uploading today. It's going to get to work, showing me that everything's ready to upload. I'm going to scroll down, make sure that there's nothing that looks funky. Everything looks good so far. There's actually 51 of these. All right, I'm going to click upload all. So really quick before I upload, whatever it is that you're uploading, it's super important that you name the image file or the design file exactly how you would want them to actually show up on a listing, because this is very helpful when you're bulk editing. You can actually use variables where Mydesigns will take information from the file name and place it in the beginning of your descriptions and in your titles, so that all the work is already done for every single one of these different listings. The work is already done. It already has the proper name at the beginning of your title and description, etc. You can make it so that it uses this information to generate your tags using Fraser AI or the tag generator. Okay, I hope that made sense. I'm going to upload these designs by clicking upload designs, and then it's going to get to work doing this. It's kind of cool because it shows the progress over here. Okay, so now all 51 of these have uploaded, and I just want to bring your attention to this. Remember when we chose the default template? That's why it says default right here. And what you're looking at here, these are all the fields that will be filled out for information that will then post to your Etsy listing. I'm actually posting all these to Etsy. So this information here is what's going to show up inside the Etsy listing itself. It's going to have a title, it's going to have a description, and it's going to have tags to help people find this specific sticker. Something that you need to pay attention to is if you were to Google how many tags Etsy allows, they actually only allow 13. And notice currently this field is allowing 50 tags, which is way more than Etsy will allow. So we're going to need to fix that. Etsy also allows 140 characters in their title. So first thing I'm going to do is show you how to update your template here. And there's a super easy way to do it. So we can come through and we can actually change. So if we click these little edit fields, we can edit the different things. See, I can edit this to be 140 characters for Etsy. And then I can edit this one and say I only want it to be able to do 13 tags. Update the field. I believe you can do like 5,000 characters for the description. I don't think that really matters. Pretty rare that you're going to actually have 5,000 characters in your description. Okay, so we can go through and do it manually like that. We can Google what these limitations are on Etsy. And I just explained it is 140 characters for the title and 13 tags total, and then 5,000 characters for the description. However, if you come down here, see this little load templates? If you click on this, one of the creators of Mydesigns has actually created some of these pre-made templates. So there's one here for Etsy print on demand, which is the type that we're using. To see, it's already set up for 140 characters for the title, 5,000 characters for the description, and 13 tags. And then it also has a couple new data sets. So each one of these is considered a data set. See these tabs? And these ones are just custom made. You can make it be whatever you want. See, I could come up here and I could do the same thing, call this one, see, inventory and pricing. I could do the same thing. So I just created a new data set. And it automatically added the same fields that were in the last one, but I don't want to have these same fields, so I'm going to create my own fields. And how I do that is I come over here and I'm going to select the field type, and I'm going to create a new field. I'm going to call it pricing. And then the field type I want it to be is a number. So now we have a field called pricing in my inventory and pricing data set, right? Let's go look what he has. So, okay, and then he also has a quantity. It looks like he did 20 characters max for the pricing. So just to stick with that, I'm going to change this to 20. Anyway, and I'm just doing this to kind of demonstrate how you can create your own template. But if you want to go the easy route, especially if you're new and you're doing Etsy print on demand, then all you need to do is click install here, and you can actually just use the template that Kurt has created. I say Kurt, his name's Curtis. And see, it just barely updated. See, it already has 140 character limit for the title and 13 tags, and then 5,000 characters for the description, which are all of Etsy's limiting factors that they have for their listings. And then you'll notice more of these little file slots came up. You're going to find out what those are for, okay? So something that I would do differently for demonstration purposes, it's great that these are nice long words, so you know that this is okay. This is keywords. That's a keywords data set. And then you can have a keyword here and a keyword there, primary keyword, secondary keyword. And then this is an inventory and pricing data set. And then you have pricing and quantity. And then that's showing, this is what's going to actually show up on the Etsy listing. But with the inventory and pricing, I would actually probably name this something a lot shorter. And I'll show you why. So I'm going to say this is I and P for inventory and pricing. And then I'm going to rename this KW for keywords, KW. And then I'm going to rename this one, instead of primary keyword, I'm going to go K1 for keyword 1. And you'll see why I want these nice and short. And secondary keyword, same thing, going to go K2 for keyword 2. So I'm going to save this template, update the template only. You'll notice the names of my data sets changed. Oh, and it looks like I forgot to change pricing and quantity. So I'm actually going to do that really quick. So I'm going back into template, and I'm going to click on the inventory and pricing change. I'm just going to change this to a $. And I'm going to change the quantity to cutie. Okay, update my template. Okay, so here's why I did that. With our listings, we can edit everything in bulk, or we can edit as many as we want. Right now I have them all selected, but I could just select 1 through 10 and just edit the first 10. 10 out of the 51 are selected. See, after the first 10 that are selected, the rest are not selected. And I could do just one if I want. So I can deselect this, clear all, and then I could just select one if I want, or select however many custom that I want to edit at the same time. Okay, so I actually want to select all. So I'm going to come up here, I'm going to come down to select all. And that's selecting all of the listings that I currently have. So if I scroll down to the bottom, I actually have a couple pages because there's 51 listings. So now that they're all selected, I can come over to this actions tab. And this actions dropdown is loaded with features. You can see that there are so many things that we can do. But right now, and we'll go over a lot of these in future videos, but right now we're going to just focus on this edit in bulk feature. Okay, so right here, I can choose any of the fields to edit. It's showing the data set is highlighted in bold, and then it has the different fields for each data set. I have my listing data set, it has the title, description, tags, and then I have my inventory and pricing data set, and then it has the price and the quantity, and then I have my keywords data set, and then keyword 1, keyword 2. So I'm actually going to create a keyword right now. And the keyword is going to be kind of like the seed or the placeholder that I'm going to use across multiple of the different fields. For keyword 1, I'm actually going to use a variable. See this add variable? Add variable. And then if I come over here to this drop down, so variable 1, it put it in these little brackets. That's how it knows it's a variable. There's different types of variables you can do, but I'm going to do an app. So app is actually going to take the file name I've selected app, and then so these are the different file slots. So default is this very first file slot you can see here, and then there's M1, Mockup 1, M2, Mockup 2, Mockup 3. They're kind of named funny right now. But the default slot is where I want to get my information from. So I'm getting my information from the file that happens to be in this default slot, which is the first slot. And then what information do I want? I want the file name. And it looks like you could grab the size if you wanted to, but I want the file name. And something that's super cool. So now that I've created this variable, it actually shows me a little preview right here. Notice that it actually has the name of the file that's in this first file slot. This keyword is what I just created, and it's going to create to all the listings that I have selected once I click this. You're about to update 51 listings. Continue. Yes. Okay, so I just created a keyword that's unique to each listing because it's taking the file name from each of these files that I uploaded, that you watched me upload. So when I come over to the keyword tab here, the keyword data set, notice that this keyword actually matches what it says on the sticker because I was smart and I named the file, this image file, after what the sticker actually is. So if I were to click on this keyword data set, then the keyword one's going to say Bethany Beach, right? See, Bethany Beach, Delaware, Block Island, Cannon Beach, and you get the idea. See, and that's why it's so important. When I named my design files, I named them to match exactly what it is because that's super helpful because I can now use this file name as a variable and then plug it in my titles and descriptions and whatever I need to plug it into. Okay, so now I'm going to show you why I actually shortened these names here. And I probably should have kept them long for the sake of the video, but remember, this is inventory and pricing. This is keywords. It's not really important what these are called. This is for you. You can call these whatever you like, and you can also call these fields whatever you like. But I'm going to show you why I actually kept all of these names super short. Because when I save this template and I use it later, I'm going to know what these mean, right? So when I go to edit in bulk and I want to create a title, okay, so I want to actually grab the keyword, and this is how you do that. So you're going to do an open square bracket, and then you're going to do the name of the data set that we're getting the keyword from, and the data set is actually KW for keyword. So I'm going to go KW, and then I'm going to go dot, and then I'm going to grab whichever field I want to grab. So if I'm on KW, I want to grab the K1 field. So it's going to be the data set dot the field, which is K1. And then close the square brackets. And if this was still named keywords, I would have had to type out keywords dot. And then if this was still named primary keyword, I would have had to go keywords dot primary keyword, which is a lot more typing than just KW dot K1. That's the reason that I made these into abbreviations and made them a lot smaller. Like imagine if I had to type out inventory and pricing dot pricing. That would be so long, and it's so much quicker to just go I&P dot $, and then I have my information populating in the listing, right? So I got the data set, and then I got the field. And pay attention right here. See where it says title? This is where the title belongs. Right now it just says KW.K1, but when I close the bracket, then it recognizes it as a variable. What I did is I told Mydesigns, grab information from dataset keywords and then use the keyword one, right? So this is my dataset keywords, and then K1 is the field that I want it to grab information from. And did you see how it updated this information? This is showing a preview of what's going to show up. Now that that's there, I'm actually going to say stickers, cool beach sticker, surfboard shaped sticker. Okay, and this is just for example. I'm probably going to go through and find some better title descriptions to add here. Now that I apply this, so if I come to the listing view on all of these, you'll notice it's grabbed data from the data field. So Cannon Beach, Oregon came from straight from here, and it put it in my title for me. See how efficient that is? As you learn this platform and this cloud-based software, you can get super efficient and be able to create listings very quickly. And I'm just going way into detail so that you understand this well. And you can see how powerful this is. So I actually want to go into detail real quick on how this actually works. When you're in the bulk editing, so we're going to go to actions, edit in bulk, and I'm going to edit all the listings that are selected. This where it says field, this is asking, okay, what field are you working on? What field are you editing? So I've got title, right? Okay, what do you want to do to this field? That's the action. And there's multiple different things you can do to the field. If I do add to end, let's say that there's already something in the field, right? Whatever else that you put into this information box or whatever you add here is going to add to the end of what is already in existence in the field. You can also, add it to the front as well. So if it's add to the front, it's going to place whatever information you're adding at the beginning of what already exists in the field. This is how find and replace works. Let's say you had a misspelling in your title. Let's say that you were trying to spell socks. Let's say that you accidentally did S-T-O-C instead of sock. You're going to say, okay, so search for stock because I meant sock, and then you're going to replace it with sock. We're basically telling it to find stock and replace with sock. Okay, does that make sense? So before we get into filling out the title and tags in the description, I just wanted to really quick explain something just in case it's confusing to anybody. Remember how we made these little data sets here? These can be whatever you want. They're basically little placeholders that you can customize to be whatever it is that you want, and then you can actually use it throughout the different systems, which I'll show you. When we go to use Phraser AI, which is an AI for generating your title and your tags, basically Phraser AI is going to ask for a keyword in order to use it as the seed to create your title and your tags. We created this keywords tab or data set, and then we put a keyword in here that has to do with the sticker. I'm actually going to use this keyword in Phraser in order to generate my title and my tags. With each of these different stickers, the keyword is going to be different. So Phraser is going to come up with something specific to each individual sticker because each keyword is specific. So that's why you create these keywords. You don't have to do it. It's just something that you can do in order to speed up the process or, just depending on the workflow that you want. These tabs are not required. The only one that you really have to have is the listing tab because this is what's going to show up on your Etsy store. Okay, like I said, these can be named whatever you want them to be named. I named them short so that when I have to type in the address to be able to get information from any of these tabs, then I don't have to type as many letters. So I can just go kw.k1 to grab this keyword and put it on, in my description or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create all the titles and tags with this awesome AI tool that Mydesigns has integrated. Okay, so here, select the field containing the keyword. So this is where we're going to grab our keyword from. We could take it from anything, but we've placed our keyword down in this K1 slot that we created. So it's going to grab the keyword from the K1 slot. See, this one's Block Island. This one's Bethany Beach. That's the K1 slot under the KW. It's asking what type of product that we're selling. We're selling stickers. And this is showing, yes, we want to get the title, and yes, we want to get tags. And if there were tags in there already, which there are not, then this would overwrite whatever tags were in there. So you can have up to 13 tags. There are occasions where it will only generate 9 or 10 or a smaller number. And if you deselect this and you rerun this program, it will add additional tags to make up the 13. And I believe that it also knows not to go over 13 when it's creating tags. Where do you want the tags? Obviously, we want it in the tag section. Where do you want the title? We want it in the title section. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click submit. Just double check. See, I've got 51 of my 51 listings selected. Submit. Yes. In a few seconds, it has generated all of these tags and titles that are specific to each different sticker. So we're going to have to go through and double check everything, make sure that there's no trademarks or copyrighted items. You don't want to get called out in Etsy for copyright keyword or whatever. Phraser AI is awesome, but it's definitely not perfect. So you definitely want to go over each title and each of your tags and just take out anything that doesn't make sense. So that was just to demonstrate how powerful this Phraser AI tool is. I love that it created all of these tags for me, and I'll probably be using most of them. I'm going to go through and make sure that none of them are copyright or trademarks. On the title, I think normally I would leave this because this is kind of like having tags in your title, and sometimes it can help with the search engine optimization. But I want to actually keep these titles simple, so I'm going to go ahead and clear all of these titles. So I'm choosing the title field. And the action I want to do is clear field. So I'm going to clear the title because I actually want to keep it pretty simple. So I'm going to go ahead and edit in bulk again up in the actions, edit in bulk. And I want to edit the title. Add to end or front doesn't really matter because there's nothing in there right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that keyword that's specific to each of the listings, keyword.keyword1 and bracket. And you can see that already generated the example of what that's going to look like. And then I'm going to say sticker, bridge, magnet, surfboard shaped sticker And that's all I want to do, because if somebody's looking for this specific sticker, I think that it would be good to just have a simple title so it's pretty clear what they're looking at. And I could be wrong on this. It might be better to have those long, complicated titles that have a lot of keywords for the search engine optimization. For this experiment, I want to keep it simple. So we have the sticker, fridge magnet, surfboard shaped sticker, and I'm going to apply that to all my listings. Like I say, just for an experiment, I want these to all be simple and basically straight to the point of what this is. So I'm actually going to use this design. Right now, this is the design file, and I'm going to sell not only a sticker, but I'm going to sell a fridge magnet as well. And that's why I put fridge magnet in here. I'm going to show you how you can actually have multiple different types of products in the same listing. So we're going to have one sticker and one fridge magnet. Okay, so now for the description, I've actually opened up a blank Google document up here because I'm going to create this description. I'm planning on selling lots of different types of stickers and fridge magnets, right? And I might have them in the same listing depending on how this does. I'm experimenting with a multiple product listing, which I'm going to show you how you can do. This listing will actually include a sticker and a fridge magnet on Etsy in a single listing, right? So each one of these you can choose between probably 2 different sizes of stickers and then a fridge magnet. Once I get this description created, I'm going to copy and paste it into here and save it for future listings. And in the description, I want to basically explain exactly what the customer wants to know about the product, right? They're going to want to know what's the product made out of, what size is it, how long is it going to take before it ships. So I've opened up the home page of Mydesigns. This is their same cloud-based software. I've just gone to their home page. This is like the page before you log into your dashboard, right? Up here at the top, they have a product catalog. And so I can go through and look at the different products and decide which ones I'm going to sell. And I'm going to copy some of the factual information off of the description of these products. So product catalog, and I know from experience that the stickers are inside this home and living section. So I'm going to come in here. So Mydesigns is always adding new products. Right now they have like t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, that type of thing. They have kids clothing, like they even have these little baby clothes, and lots of different styles of t-shirts, and they have tank tops, etc. So I'm going to come over here to the home and living, and this section, right now they have stickers and mugs, but this is going to fill up with all sorts of different products. They're continuously adding new products and integrating new products into their system. But for now, we're just selling stickers and magnets anyway. So I'm going to come here and click on the sticker section. And then I'm going to choose the type of sticker that I want to sell. They have a holographic, they have the transparent, they have these bumper stickers, and you can sell sticker sheets as well. This is the type of sticker that I'm wanting to sell right now. It's a kiss cut sticker. And when you click on it, it will give you a little description, and we're going to use part of this description in our description on the listing. And then it shows these 2 companies that you can choose between that will do the fulfillment on the sticker. When we're finalizing our listing, we'll actually choose if we want the sticker to come from Printed Simply or Printful, which I'm sure many of you recognize Printful if you've been in the print on demand space. So something else that's important to pay attention to, our customer is going to want to know how quickly is it going to get to me once I've ordered it. So once they order their sticker, how fast is it going to get to them? And right here is where you can find that. So in the description, I'll have a little piece of information for the customer that says usually ships within 2 to 4 days. Okay, so the reason that we came here is I want to read this. So custom kiss cut stickers are a quick and easy way to promote your brand. So we don't really need that piece of information. Business, event, or art, we don't need that. But I do want this piece of information. Thick, durable vinyl and laminate protects your sticker from scratches, water, and sunlight. So this is telling the customer what type of quality this sticker is. So I'm gonna actually come and paste this in here, and I'll reorganize my description once I get all the information that I want. So we're talking about the sticker and not the fridge magnet. So I'm gonna say sticker usually ships in 2 to 4 days. Right, so we have that information on the sticker, and we're going to do the size too. So I'm going to come back here and take a look at the sizes. I'm actually going to go with Printful on this one. I'm going to do a 3-inch sticker and a 5.5 by 5.5. 3-inch or 5-inch length. All right, so that's enough description for the sticker, and now I'm going to do fridge magnet. So I'm going to go back to the product catalog, come over back to home and living, and now we're going into the magnet section. Okay, and we're going to grab a description from here. I'm just going to copy this little section here. Vibrant colors won't fade or peel, period. Strong magnetic backing ensures a secure hold on any magnetic surface for years to come. See, that's great. That's what the customer would like to know. I'm probably just going to do a 5-inch magnet. 5-inch. Usually ships in 2 to 4 days. All right, and then thank you for shopping Squishy POD. Okay, this looks great. And I think this has all the information that the customer would like to know. And I like keeping things simple, straight to the point, simple. They know what they're getting. They know how long it's going to be to get there. Copy this, come back over to my listings and make sure they're all selected. Edit in bulk. So we're editing the description here. Nothing's in there, but I'm just going to leave it on overwrite. I'm going to paste this description in here. If you want to be able to see the entire description, you can come over to this corner and move it down like that. That way you can see everything. Our keyword bracket in here, keyword.k1, and then I'm going to say sticker or magnet. Then I'm going to actually move this back up so that I can see, yes, it did indeed grab the keyword and it looks good, right? So now I'm going to double check. Oh, you know what? I'm going to actually say choose a, and then keyword, sticker, or fridge magnet. Sticker, and then it has some information for the sticker. Fridge magnet has some information for the fridge magnet. Usually ships in 2 to 4 days. Thank you for shopping at Squishy POD. Okay, I like it. I'm going to go ahead and apply to the listings. Now we have our title, we have our description, we have our tags, and that was pretty quick, right? And we also have the description saved on a Google Doc so that I can use this information here over and over in future listings that I create. Sticker, magnet, listing description. Okay, and come back to our listings. So I decided I don't really like how this says choose a here at the beginning. I'd rather it just say, you know, the beach and then the sticker or magnet. So I'm going to take out choose a and then just have it say Bethany Beach sticker or magnet. Okay, so I'm going to go edit in bulk. Descriptions, find and delete, choose a, and then I'm going to apply it to all the listings. Yes. All right, see how that disappeared? All right, guys, we're almost done. So you can find the Mockups tab right here at the top. See Mockups, and we're going to do an image mockup for now. Come over to the drop down, select the category, and we're going to go down to stickers. And if you'll notice right here, we have our sticker. That's because the input file is our default slot. Now I'm going to show you what the default slot is. Okay, this right here is named the default slot. If we were to go to the template, we can change these to be named whatever we want. This one's M1 for mockup 1, and that one says mockup 1, M2, and then mockup 2. So these are named whatever Curtis named them when he created the template that we borrowed, but these can be named whatever you like. I'm just going to leave them as is because it's not really that important. It's just important that I know which slot is which. We're getting our information from the default file slot. So this is the file that we uploaded. It's the image that the sticker is going to be created from. And so when we come over to Mockups, we are going to choose the default slot to tell Mydesigns that this is what we want to use for our mockup image. And then we're going to choose the stickers in the categories. I'm just going to leave the filter as is, and then I'm going to kind of scroll through, see which kind I like. This is a pretty simple one here. I think I like this one, so I'm going to select it. Right now the primary color is showing black. See that? So what's going to happen is this background's actually going to be black. I like white. I'm going to keep this as white probably on all of the different mockups that we create. And now I'm going to generate the preview. This is what our mockup's going to look like. It generated a nice preview. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to want this mockup to start in mockup 1 because when I create a video mockup, I actually want it to be in the very first file slot. So I'm going to start my mockups right here on the second available file slot. So M1 I'm actually going to save for when we create a video mockup. Look how quickly that's creating all these mockups. So if I were to click on here, it's going to show me the little mockup, right? Okay, so it went through and created these mockups on every single one. And now that we finished the title and tags and description, I'm actually going to come up over here and switch the view to the tile style. And that way we can look at our different mockups, you know, a little better. These look pretty cool. So I'm going to create some more mockups. Go back to the mockup generator, stickers. That looks great. I really like this mockup. So I'm going to create that mockup. And it's getting to work creating that. And I believe while it's doing this job, I can actually come in here and create even more mockups. I don't have to wait for that to finish. It will continue working on it in the background while you're doing other things. I'm going to go ahead and create another mockup. I believe the magnet mockups are included with the sticker mockup. That's why I selected sticker, but I'm gonna look for the magnet ones now. See, we got these fridge magnet ones. Generate a preview on some of these. Okay, so that fridge magnet one looks pretty cool. Kind of interesting how it's like overlapping there. I'm gonna try this one out. I'm gonna create this mock-up. So I just want to find one more fridge magnet style mock-up. That one looks cool. I'm gonna go with this one. It looks like it's been automatically choosing the file slot for me, which is nice because I forgot to choose the file slot as I was uploading these. I might end up adding a new file slot and call it video mockup. Now I'm going to go to the template and see how we have these mockup slots. I'm going to actually create a slot and call it video mockup. Create slot. And I want to move this over to the top, not in the default, but the second one next to the default. And I'm going to save, update the template only. Okay, so see, I just created this video mockup empty file slot, and we can name these whatever we want, and we can have as many as we want, I believe. But I also think that Etsy will only allow something like 10 images. So if you go over 10 images, you won't be able to post them all to your Etsy listings. But I want to go through and look at all these mockups. So that one looks pretty awesome. That one's cool. I like that one. That one's cool too. And then this one, that one's pretty much the same as this one. So I might actually go and delete this last file slot. I have to type confirm when you delete something like this. Yes, delete the slot. Okay. I'm sure that they're going to be adding more mockups. These are just the standard ones that they have right now. And I believe when we go to post the listing, we might be able to create some more mockups that are generated automatically when we actually go to publish. So I'll show you that and how that works. But first I'm going to create one more mockup. We're going to create this video mockup. So we're going to come over to the mockups tab up here, video mockup. And it's going to create a video based off of these different mockups that we already have. So let's generate a preview. And it looks like it already selected the video mockup file slot, which is really cool. I like how intuitive the software is and how it ended up choosing an empty slot for me instead of just overriding all of these ones when I forgot to choose the file slot intentionally. So Etsy really likes these video style listings. So it's really cool that you can actually generate a video here. This mockup looks kind of interesting on it. I might actually take that one off. It's a portrait mode versus a landscape mode, and so it was cropped on the sides, which is interesting. Okay, and it's ready. Let's see how it turned out. That's nice. I like that. Okay, we're going to go with that. Submit. And it's going to create a video mockup for each one of our stickers. All right, that finished up creating all these video mockups. Oh, that's really cool. It'll let you do a preview right here. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the list view. Take one more look at my descriptions. Sticker, we're doing the 3-inch or 5-inch on the sticker. I actually think that was 5.5 inch, so I need to go and take a look. I'm going to come back over here, take a look at the stickers. Right now we're on magnets, so I'm going to come back to stickers because I remember, yep. So I'm planning on using Printful, and they have a 3-inch or a 5.5 inch, and I actually have it as 5-inch in my description, which is incorrect. So fortunately, it's a -5 here, so I should be able to replace this space 5-inch. I'll just put a space and then 5-inch, and it should leave this -5-inch alone because that dash is going to kind of protect that 5 when I go to find and replace. So I'm going to edit these all in bulk. Actions, edit in bulk, and I'm going to go to description, and then I'm going to find and replace. Okay, so what are we searching for? We're searching for a space 5-inch, and we want to replace it with a space 5.5 inch. Okay, and we're going to apply. Yes. Okay, and I just want to double check. So it replaced it here, and it left this one as is because the magnet is 5, but the sticker is 5.5 inch. This is great. See, and that's why it's good to look over these again. And I'm actually going to take some time and look over all of my tags before we get to publishing. And I just wanted to quickly show you guys, I came across this one that says eco-friendly vinyl. I don't know if that's actually true about these stickers that this will be printed on. So I'm going to remove this. I don't want to be claiming something that's actually not true. So just to be safe, I'm going to be removing this eco-friendly vinyl from my tags. So I've gone through and looked at all these tags to make sure there wasn't anything copyright or anything that's funny looking. There's something else I wanted to do because we based all of our tags off of stickers, but we're also selling fridge magnets. So I'm going to edit in bulk again, and I'm going to generate some more tags, and I'm going to just add to the end fridge magnet to all the tags, comma magnet, fridge magnet or magnet. Now some of the tags might actually have gone over 13 tags because 13 is the max for Etsy. I'm going to go through and just remove some that don't make any sense. For example, I'll probably go and remove decal from this particular listing because it says decal here, Island decal, Maryland decal. You don't really need to be that repetitive with words, so it'll be fine if I remove this decal tab. And something else that's really great is it will actually give you a warning if you've gone over on your characters or on your tags. So I'll be able to find these quickly by looking for this warning. So I'm just going to click on decal and bam, that one's good. When you edit something inside of the list, when you're not doing a bulk edit, but you're actually editing right here, you're going to want to click save every time you edit something. Anyway, I'm going to go up and finish fixing all of these that have too many. Okay guys, we're down to the final steps. Everything's ready. We got our mockups made. We got the title and the description and the tags done. And we even made a mockup video, which is going to be great for the Etsy algorithm. And the next step is to publish. So we're going to come over here to click this publish button. We're going to choose products because these are not digital products that we're selling. We're actually selling a physical product. And then we're going to make sure that everything looks good here. We want the title where the title goes. And then the description looks great. Tags are good. And we'll set the sell price later. I want to publish to my Squishy POD. I have a Squishy digital store that we'll be working on at some point. This is a store that I manage for my wife. It's called Manifest More Magic. And then this is where you choose your category. I'm assuming that we want to be under art and collectibles. I'm going to leave this one open. Come up here and click validate. And then we're going to choose our product. So I'm going to search sticker. We chose the Kiss Cut sticker. And remember, the one I was looking at was this one, the 3-inch and the 5.5 inch. And right here I can decide which ones are going to be available. And I only want to do 2 stickers. I'm going to do a 3x3 and a 5.5 by 5.5. So you could generate additional mockups here if you wanted to. I don't really like the way that this mockup looks. I think it's doing the border way thicker than it would be in actuality. I'm deselecting this generate mockup here. See, if I were to select it, then it would add it to the mockups, but I don't want to do that. Okay, and input file slot, just making sure that we have the correct file that's going to be printed on the stickers themselves, and everything looks good here. Choose the file slots you want to use in this publication. I want to use all of them. I like that order. So I just want to point out up here, it's kind of showing you your progress, where you're at. Before we leave this mockups page, I actually want to show this little option here, add product, because we're selling more than a sticker. We're actually selling a magnet as well. So I'm going to add a product here, come down, and I'm going to find the magnet. I'm going to deselect all of these except for the 5-inch magnet because I only want to sell the 5-inch magnet. And I don't want to generate the mockups here because I already created mockups. And now we have our 2 products instead of just the stickers. We also have the magnets as well. All right. Moving on to pricing. Okay, so this is the pricings page. You don't want to go in here to change the price because you're only changing it on one of the stickers on this particular sticker. You actually want to do the pricing in this section, which is going to apply to all of the stickers that you have selected. We're going to start with 3x3. I'm going to price that at $5.99. See how it changed here? And if I were to go to the other pages, it's going to be the same. Notice the sticker changing over here as I move from page to page. And then for the 5x5, $8.99. Okay, so we just finished pricing out both sizes of our stickers, but now we need to price out the magnets. So we're going to come up here. Notice there's 2 different products here. We're going to click on the die cut magnets, and then we can price out the magnets. So it shows you your cost, your price, and then the approximate profit that you're doing. So same thing, I'm going to come over here. There's only one size, so I could have left it as all sizes, but I'm just going to select the 5-inch. And then I'm going to price this magnet at $9.99. Okay, so we're not making 50% profit, which means if I were to discount this magnet, then we'd be losing money if I were to do a 50% off deal. So I'm actually going to price this quite a bit higher. I'm going to do $12.99, which seems like a lot, but people on Etsy, because they're getting a specialty item, they have a tendency to buy these types of things. And when I do a discount, I'll probably only do more like 40 to 35% off. So we're looking pretty good here. Okay, now that we got the pricing sorted out, we're gonna move on to the preview. Take a look over our listing. I'm gonna go ahead and publish. Okay guys, we're over on my Etsy store, Shop Manager, and I'm on the Listings tab. This is where we manage the listings. I don't currently have any active items. So Mydesigns, when it posts listings to your Etsy, it actually sends it to drafts because there's a couple of things that you usually need to do before you make your listings active. And also you're going to get charged 20 cents for each listing that you post onto Etsy. So Mydesigns wants you to actually make that decision when you go to make these active. You're going to do it on Etsy because you're going to have to agree to the 20-cent charge per listing. So one of the things right off the bat that I noticed, the image that I have for this first mock-up is really long. It's not a good proportion for an Etsy listing because I did the default file, which is a super long picture. So I'm actually going to delete all of these listings by selecting here. And I'm going to go fix that in Mydesigns. Okay, so we're back at the Etsy store in drafts, and this looks a lot better. Okay, so there's something that I want to show you. I want to make sure that the customer, when they click on an option inside the listing, then they know what they're getting, right? There's a place here. We have 3 different products. We have a 3x3 sticker, we have a 5.5 by 5.5 sticker, and then we have the die cut magnet. When they click on the option in the drop down for the size or the option that they're choosing, I want the photo to change. So when it's a sticker, I want it to change to a sticker photo. And when they choose the magnet, I want it to show a picture of the magnet instead of the stickers. That way they can see, okay, I've chosen the magnet and it's showing me a picture of the magnet. So where you find that the photo linking is down kind of closer to the bottom, see this variations section? You're going to click on link photos, and then it's going to bring this pop-up, and you'll drop this down and select a photo for each of the different products. So now that I've linked the photos, I'm actually going to go ahead and publish. Every time you publish a listing, it's going to cost 20 cents. Okay, so the reason that I publish as I go is so I don't lose track of which ones I've linked the photos and which ones I haven't. So this one, you can tell that it's different. It's an active listing now. So I'm going to go through and do that same thing on all the rest of these. I'm going to go through and link the photos, publish, double click. Yes. So I just want to address this really quick. After I've linked the photos and I go to click publish, you get this little red warning. The reason that this is coming up is because Mydesigns isn't specifying like shipping information such as tracking numbers, etc. Because the printer fulfillment people are going to be using whatever shipping methods that they're going to be using, and we don't really want to specify here. So that's why Etsy's bringing up that pop-up. But you don't have to worry about it because after it comes up, if you still want to publish, you can just click publish again and it will allow you to publish. But just to be safe, scroll around and double check and make sure everything else looks good. And just like that, 51 listings have been posted to my SwiftPOD Etsy store. And this is my store. I decided to keep it open for this YouTube channel. You're welcome to check it out. I'm kind of considering this store like an experiment so that we can watch it and see how everything goes. I'm going to do lots of different testing and experiments. And you can see that all these listings are live. So check this out. I'm going to click one of these, scroll through the pictures. Here's the video that was automatically generated with Mydesigns. So when I select one of these options, it's going to pop to the picture that's correlated with that option. See? Come down here. There's a description. Sticker is thick, durable vinyl and laminate. Protects your stickers from scratches. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much if you've made it this far. You're awesome, and I hope you the best on your journey for print on demand and working with Mydesigns. Like I said, the links are in the description. And let me know if you like this long form style. This was a very long tutorial video. I may put out short ones as well. If you like this, it's probably what I'll keep doing. So be sure to stick around, subscribe, hit the like, throw some comments in the chat, and we'll talk to you soon.